time to come in, a little bit of chance to come in, but there's a lot of celebrations and we get to do that together. Because I think one of the big things about my channel is the fact that we're a community and that there's more than just me and that I'm not doing this by myself. I couldn't get to where I am today to get to do the celebration without you. I could not get to be through this journey and go on this journey without you. So all of you that have subscribed and liked my channel, thank you so much. You mean the world to me. Those of you guys that like, those of you guys that like to share and comment, I have all kinds of things that we get to celebrate, and I want you to celebrate with me. I don't want to do this alone. So let me start with the biggest thing. So I'm going to get it right out of the way. You're like, wait a minute, he's saving the teaser. Nope, I'm going to give it to you right away. Yesterday, I passed a major threshold. And that is, I have done over 500 videos on YouTube. I have done over 500 videos on YouTube on Future Growth and Vision Network. Now, let's talk about that for a minute. Why? Because that is a big deal. Why? Because I used to freak out looking at my face. I used to freak out listening to my voice and all the things that I did wrong. I would hear it, I would see it, I would say it. I would be scared by it. I wouldn't take a risk. I wouldn't say anything. And I just left it. So for me to have 500 videos of essentially myself all over the place is a little different, is a little bit, I took a risk. I took a jump. And I thought, you know what? That describes my channel, describes what I'm trying to accomplish, probably better than anything was the fact that I just took a risk. And so let's talk about the channel a little bit. Well, because I want to talk about not only where I've been, but where I'm going. When I first started this channel, the way that the channel worked was that it was just going to be a Norman channel. It was just going to be my city needed help and needed inspiration. And that, we were growing, we were doing pretty well, but I wanted to give it a nudge, a little bit of a push. And I thought, that's what I'm going to do. So I created one playlist. And my playlist was Welcome to Norman. Because I'm a big name person, and that's just super creative. Said no one ever. But it still is there. It says Welcome to Norman channel on it. So if you want to go back and look and see all the videos that I put in Welcome to Norman, there's 308. And just look at all those things from the very beginning when I was really, really green and crazy to learning how to use videos, learning what to do, learning how to edit some, learning how to redo titles. I said, why? Because all my titles were like, Welcome to Norman. It was very simple, very easy, nothing else involved. No hook, no question, no hashtags. Like, ooh, that's scary. We're not doing hashtags. So no hashtags, just literally like, Welcome to Norman. Hey, let's do this. So we started there. And then I'm like, wait a minute. I have other things I'm interested in. And I thought, there's a funny thing that's happening. My kids, my boys, my sons at the time, and they're still my sons. They didn't go away, by the way. Do hilarious stuff. They make me laugh. And when they are not trying. Why? Because when they're trying, they are not that funny. I'm sorry. They think they're funny. Their friends laugh and laugh and laugh. I, however, do not think they're funny. And unfortunately, I'm a parent who says, I gotta tell them the truth. So when they're not being funny, I look at them and go, not funny. And they're like, ooh. But at the same time, when they are funny, it cracks me up and they say the funniest stuff. So I thought, you know what? Maybe I ought to create a comedy thing that said, call it Boy Dad. Because, there's a lot about girl dads. Not a lot about boy dads. And especially not a lot of fathers talking about boy dads. About having sons and making fun of them. So I thought, you know what? That's unique. So I started Boy Dad. And now Boy Dad currently has 79 videos on it. I've done 79 different Boy Dad videos. They're 1 minute each. They crack me up. It literally is a journey through raising sons. If you have ever been around sons, boys, or ever been a boy, you get it. There's funny stuff in it. You will laugh. You will relate. I am serious a couple times because, of course, they're my sons. But so that came about. I thought, you know what? That's important. The next one was like, wait a minute. I'm promoting Norman. What about people that want to move here? What if they want to come here and they want to stay here? And I'm like, there's no resource all in one place for moving here. You can go to the Chamber of Commerce. You can go to Norman area realtors. You can go here, you can go there. There's no one spot for you to look at. What if I want to see a video of a neighborhood, or what if I want to, hear about from a real estate agent, or maybe I want to, and I thought, let's put it all together. So I ended up creating Moving to Norman, Oklahoma channel. That channel is built specifically for you that want to say, I want to make Norman home. So it's about the art community, it's about schools, it's about all the things going on. It's also about real estate and where to live, and businesses, how to get a job here, all those things. So Moving to Norman is 82 videos. So if you're wanting to know more about Norman, I've got a whole channel for you, Moving to Norman. Well, then I'm like, off topic, doesn't fit the other narrative of funny and Norman. I love to grow stuff in my backyard. Now, let's be clear. My backyard is a bunch of clay. Why? Because I live in Oklahoma. So I was like, I'm going to put a garden in. So for the first year, not much. Why? Because it's just clay. Second year, a little bit better. Third year, a little bit better. I think I'm on my fourth year of some of these gardens, and they're starting to have the dirt to grow stuff. I have some amazing video coming up about volunteer plants that just showed up that I thought were weeds until they weren't. So I can't wait to show you that, and that's coming up soon. I'll be planting my, I think, fourth garden this year, and I still do a lot of volunteer plants. If you're a volunteer, that means that you came up on your own. I didn't plant you, and it just happened. So I went ahead and I am excited about that. So I'm very excited about that. So that's my gardening channel. Well, then I'm like, wait a minute, I have a business channel because I am letting them know that if you watch the beginning of the video, I tell you where I'm from. Thank you very much. So if you look at my business side, of course, I'm working with economic development, chamber of commerce, people like that. People want to grow their business while they're here. So if you are looking at relocating to Norman, Oklahoma, then you can go ahead and look at our business climate, meet our chamber leaders, our Norman Economic Development Commission leaders. You can meet our Visit Norman leaders, and they all work symbiotically to create a space for you to grow your company in this area. It's fantastic. They'll go through the legal things that you need to go through, of course, all the regulations in the United States and all of that, and make sure that you have everything available to you here. And of course, we work well with our law enforcement and everybody else to make sure that everything is above board. So I have a business channel that is really built for young entrepreneurs. So the next thing that I did was I thought, you know what, self-improvement, there's more to it than just business. That is, we are all trying to get better and do better. And that is something that I am very excited about. So if you look at my self-improvement, there's a whole channel that's built on that. How to be a better human, how to be more successful, 5 ways to achieve success. So all these things that you can do in that channel space to make yourself better, to do better. Excited about that. And then I created a travel channel because I like to go places. Small towns, we travel in different states, we travel in different spaces. So I'm creating a different place for you to check out other places. Get a little taste before you go visit. Not the whole video. I'm not redoing your vacation for you. I am ultimately going in and saying, hey, here's a little snippet of what you want. And let's see if you can do that. And then you'll like it and enjoy it and then go do that. So the travel channel was created. That one has 84 videos right now. So a blog, I did a podcast. The podcast was terrible. It was bad. The first part of it and the first ones are still there. They're not gone. I left them in there. I renamed it. It's called Behind the Scenes. Why? Because I'm doing more about behind the scenes of what I'm doing on my short form content. It's more long form. I can tell you what's been going on, why it happened, the background, all the stuff instead of just the 1 minute little snippet. If you just want to watch the reels or the shorts, you can do that. But if not, and you want more long form, you can go to behind the scenes and find out why I said what I said. So it has done much better. I like that. I added in the last couple of weeks, I added a news channel. The news channel is just for breaking news. It's just for major stories that are coming out. Could be the death of somebody. It could be the bridge collapse. It could be something like that. Or if I have channel news. So I created something new. So I could say, or I have a subscriber news that I want to put out there. I can put that on that news channel in 2024. a coffee channel because I've recently gotten into coffee. So I'm really looking at tastings and like visual tours. I'm not giving you a walkthrough tour of the coffee companies. On some of them, there's some of me talking. But ultimately, I'm looking at our coffee culture here in Norman and other places in different spaces and checking out what they've got going on. And so that's happening. And then I really am looking at recently, I would say in the last month, I've done temporary playlists. Now, a temporary playlist is a playlist that I do for a very short period of time. It could be something that I pull for, let's see, I think Medieval Fair was the last one that I did. So I did a Medieval Fair playlist. Oh, Spring Break was the first one. So Spring Break was the first one. I pulled videos that I did that are about what to do over Spring Break. I did intro videos. Then I gave you all the different videos that had things to do in Norman, about the museums, about downtown, about restaurants to eat at, what kids like to do. I had my sons tell me what they wanted to do, and they went ahead and gave you their recommendations. We had food about international cuisine. We did a 5-video series on East Norman on a date day or date adventure if you want to do that. So there's all kinds of things that are absolutely available to you there. Well, then I did the Medieval Fair. The Medieval Fair was this last weekend, so I did a playlist for about 2 weeks. Not sure, about 10 days. About 10 days, and went ahead and gave you a list of things to do when you're here for the Medieval Fair. This playlist, that one shut down on Sunday, so I got rid of it. It no longer exists. Now I have done a new one. This one will be up for about 3 weeks, and that is the Norman Music Festival playlist. So I will be introducing content about last year's Norman Music Festival, this year's Norman Music Festival, what's happening with the music festival. And so you will get, and also again, where to stay, where to eat, what to do, all over Norman, so that if you're coming to visit Norman, Oklahoma for our music festival, which 100,000 people do that, by the way, then we want to make sure that you have a place to stay, a place to go. I did a video about our conference center. If you're a business person, you can look at in that area and check out the conference center and what's available to you as far as conference spaces. So all of this is being built as a network. So that's why the name changed. The name went from being just Future Vision and Growth Norman to Future Vision and Growth Norman Network. Why? Because I have multiple channels under each one, and I get to feed those channels, and I love that. I love different kind of content, different spaces, different places. I love being able to show you something different, teach you something different, create different things, and that is important to me, that I can do different things and show you different things and bring you different things, and I'll bring in videos from other people if they're doing amazing things. I'm doing things like that. So that's important to me. But there's only one way that this all keeps going. And that is just a very hard truth, a real truth, and a truth that YouTube makes known real quick. And that is, you have to have people buy in to what you're doing. So my goal always is to have the buy-in. And you all have been buying in, and thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that have subscribed, I appreciate you. For those of you guys that have sent subscribers, I appreciate you. That is the #1 currency on YouTube, is subscribers, to be really honest. That's what they want. They want you to subscribe to it. They want you to spend time on it and check things out. My goal always is the first 1,000. That's my goal, that first 1,000. However, I needed content to do that. And so that's why today's celebration is such a big deal. That's why I'm so excited about today. The reason I'm excited about today is because I have over 500 videos, and I'll be adding more content today. We'll be doing more today to put in my channels. So you will have new content after this is over. I'm going to do something different that I'm excited about. And then I've got a couple things outside that I'm excited about. So there's things that are going to be happening today that you're going to get new content. So I just wanted to honestly get on here and tell you thank you. Say thank you for everything. Thank you for being there. Thank you for from the first video to now. Thank you for every minute that you watch, every view that you do, every time you like, you subscribe. I do want to bring one tab to your attention. That's the community tab. There's a community tab where I have a bunch of like quizzes, and they're picture quizzes, and they're, you just pick which one you like. It's like, which restaurant do you like the best? This one or this one? Which of this do you like the best? This one or this one? And you can go in and do that. Are you a Norman Music Festival or Medieval Fair? Which one are you? So you get to go in, and it's just an interactive way for you to play on the channel, and also for me to learn about you a little bit. So if you want to go in and do that, that community tab is available to you. Please do that. Obviously, my videos are always available. You can use them, look at them. They're open, I believe, for you to share them. As far as I know, I've made them publicly available to be shared. Obviously, there are some, things that I'll watch out for, but ultimately, I trust that you all will be respectful, and I'm respectful of what you guys are doing with me. So I think that's an important relationship. I cannot wait to talk to you about some subjects. I have all kinds of ideas in my little phone that I'm just waiting on, but I can't let all the things loose right now, because why would you watch if I gave you all of it right now? So just know I have exciting content coming up. I have exciting things happening, and the only way this happens is because of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I get to celebrate my 500th video and beyond, and I appreciate you, and thank you very much, and keep watching.